the promo video if you haven't seen it yet. Oh, what up? We're in game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are in game. Classic game of League of Legends, blue team versus purple team, and this is a blind pick. They just get to pick whatever people they want to play. So while they're doing that, I'm going to run through some things on here. Predator possibly picking up the Blitzcrank of Doom. There we go. Forums, general discussion. A number of people finally selecting the lock-in for the Blitzcrank. Predator XB10, picking up him. Got those hooks. That's the way to go. We'll go to general discussion. The promo video was very well put together. I enjoyed it. Thank you, Legit Ghost. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, nobody. There we go. Rider Double did lock in the Nasus. Susan in the top lane got the Pimp Cane. Why did the music stop? I don't understand. It's supposed to be. Am I not? I'm not on my playlist. God damn it! I was on a really cool song, but it wasn't on my playlist. Let's go over. Let's pick another one. We want music. That's what we want. Alright, so everyone did lock in. Since I'm spectating, we will have a 3-minute wait before we get into game here. But little Soldier Boy picked up the Yasuo, more than likely for the top lane, as his buddy old Heisenberg 360. No, it is going to be a Yasuo support. It could be an Orianna in the mid lane, Heisenberg 360 in the mid lane, Tech Wolfie in the top lane. Oh, I'm getting so freaking confused. Okay, so what they're doing is they're not having a jungle. Blue team decided to forego a jungle. Instead, in the bottom lane, Predator XB10 on the Blitzcrank support, Better Angels on the Kog'Maw in the bottom lane ADC route. In the mid lane, I am predicting it's going to be Heisenberg 360, and then in the top lane, Tech Wolfie and Little Boy Soldier on the Nasus and Yasuo. So it'll be a duo top lane, which will be interesting to see how Purple Team deals with it. And over on Purple Team, we have about 4 turtles in that bottom lane ADC Graves role. We've got Key Paramount with that Evelyn in the jungle, Rogue NPC on the Kale in the mid lane, Robo Pawn on the 0003, Thresh in the bottom lane support, and Rider Double, last but not least, in that Pimp Cane in the top lane. So we got Pimp Cane versus Pimp Cane. Which Susan's gonna be stronger is the question of the night. Just so you guys know, these videos will be put both on Twitch as well as on YouTube, so you can check them out at your viewing pleasure and see what you did good, see what you did poorly, and see what you can work on. That's what most of these videos are excellent on, is learning about what you can and cannot do in games. So it's a great learning exercise when you go back and watch the videos, and plus it's cool the fact that you got shoutcasted. Share it with a friend and be like, oh, look how cool it is, I got shoutcasted in a game of League of Legends, check it out. So don't forget to share with your friends. You can also follow, we do RP giveaways very often, and by that we do it every second Sunday of the month on top of random days of streaming as well. We do random giveaways, and so if you are interested in being a part of that $10 Rat Point giveaway, be here this coming Sunday in 2 days. Sunday night we're going to be doing a $10 Rat Point giveaway, so you can actually always check that by typing in exclamation mark. Is it giveaway? No, what is it? Exclamation mark. Maybe it's next giveaway. I think it's next giveaway. Is that it? Should be it. Yeah, the next giveaway will be in 1 day, 11 hours, 36 minutes, and 30 seconds, which is pretty cool. So don't miss out on that. I should probably log in if I'm going to be posting stuff on the forum. Is your forum password different than your game password? I don't think so. I think it's the same thing. You don't have code access? Whatever. That's weird. That's weird. What happened? I gotta fix that. Oh, we don't have team names here. Screw these team names. That ain't who we are. My league seems to be slow on the loading process, but there we go. Loading in. What is this Sunday? This Sunday is the 17th, right? Shameless plugging. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another game of League of Legends. I am Jake Kelton, your host, and there is way too much chatter here going on. What is this? What is this? We're gonna have to move that music thing. Where is that music thing? I think it's here. Yeah, that is. We're gonna have to move that. Let's move that up here. There we go. It's a little bit better. And we're going to change that by upping its size to about 40. Nah, it's not going to work. What was it before? 30? Here, we'll do bold. Color. Oh, do we have an invade? Yes, there is an invade by blue team. Predator X going to pull Thresh right into it. Robo-Palm being taking very little help. This rest of the team pushes in. 4-man strong, finishes him off. Kog'Maw, Better Angels picking up that kill. Great job from a blue team. Hi, Internet, my bro will play for me halfway through this game. Well, hopefully your bro wasn't the one who just got pulled in and deaded, because that would be pretty sad. There we go, seems like we're pretty good. Another hook from Predator, not going to land though on about 4 turtles as he is backing up. He does get off a nice blast there with his Q, but not going to do too much damage as this is only level 1. They did successfully stop the blue buff take, at least early on. They may come back for it, but both Nasus is going to find each other, hang out here for a minute. Tech Wolfie had a little bit of damage. Key Paramount, though, going to come in and do a little bit of damage with those Qs. Those spikes getting a little bit of damage, knock him down to about half health there. A lot of damage from Key Paramount early on. Already with that machete there, doing a little bit extra damage. Nasus as well, walking in, Rider double. 2 Nasus here. This will be very, very interesting. So, blue team is going to steal this blue buff away, and there is the ping out from Evelyn, who I think they know that Evelyn's there. Is actually Nasus helping her take that blue buff. So both teams will trade the blue buffs and then head to their respective red buffs more than likely. Blitzcrank down to only about a bar of health. May just want to back, because if he goes bottom lane, it's going to take a lot of damage. But it's actually going to be Better Angels in the mid lane against the Kale, as well as Blitzcrank is just going to back. In the bottom lane, little Soldier Boy and Heisenberg 360 are down here hanging out. Heisenberg throwing those balls around just to see if she can do a little bit of extra damage. Little Soldier Boy taking him down to about half health. Well, now that all this lane trading has been figured out, let's go ahead and move our people to the correct position, as we don't want to be too confused with what's going on. So, in the bottom lane, we have that Thresh and Graves, and on the opposite team, the Yasuo and Orianna down there in that bottom lane. Kog'Maw in the mid lane, and a Blitzcrank Nasus in the top lane. And considering, there we go, now we can see just how those 2 Nasuses line up. We will not be having a jungle on blue team. It will be a bit of a cookie start there for Blitzcrank. Planning on backing a lot, but hey, it's always good. So, One kill already over to blue team, who got an excellent start off with that early invade. Didn't really do too much to stop Evelyn, as she simply went about her way and grabbed red buff, got the blue buff with the help of Rider Double, and now headed over. I think she cleared the blue buff camp, so she's waiting for it to come back. But in that top lane, Blitzcrank just looking for an opportunity to grab the Nasus up there. We'll see if Rider Double can evade death long enough to hold off the tower. So little Soldier Boy coming in, getting flayed towards the tower. Not going to be enough damage, not close enough for the tower to really do too much. Evelyn backing off there. Little Soldier Boy throwing out some of those Qs. This is a weird start from blue team. They went a very different route. Little Soldier Boy can use those wind walls to stop those thresh hooks. Orianna getting a little bit of harass damage with those Qs. It looks like she is going AP. She did start with that Doran's Ring, so she has the mana regen. However, her farm is a little bit better than Graves at the moment. Nice bait from Yasuo, baiting the hook out of Thresh. Robopon not landing that. However, they're really just kind of farming it up at the moment. Nice hook from Blitzcrank onto Rider Double. Gonna get a little bit of damage, knocking down to half health here. However, that's one thing that the Pipcane is good about, is just a living. It's really hard to kill. A nice flash Q though, the knockup from Blitzcrank, gonna keep Rider Double from finishing engaging on Techie up there. Tech Wolfie, there we go. He's just doing alright. He got a bit of damage from the tower. I think it was 2 tower shots knocked him. Pretty low health, but not gonna be enough. Little Soldier Boy coming in there, getting a little bit extra harass. However, purple team is going to live through that. Predator XB now living just fine. Little Soldier Boy getting another tornado just to knock about 4 turtles around, but not going to do a whole lot. Tech Wolfie up here, he's tanking a lot of minions though. He's down to about very low health. Too much minion. Unable to escape. He is going to go down and give a kill over to the Pipcane of purple team, as Predator X now backs off. Key Paramount coming in, did recall up there. Flash, nice flash pull, and the knockup. Key Paramount is underneath the tower, but gonna walk away with a very, very low health. So a little bit of troll there from Blitzcrank with that recall outside of tower range, followed by that flash hook pulling Evelyn in. So nice job there, trying to bait the Evelyn in and grab a kill, but not quite fast enough. She followed with a great flash of her own, and so she was able to live despite being taken very low health. But now that top lane Susan already has 1 kill for purple team. Rider Double, and with that back, picked up the Glacial Trap. Gets a little bit of armor, gets a good bit of mana, and what's most important is that 10% cooldown reduction will make it a lot easier to farm those minions and farm up the Q. Kog'Maw in the mid lane already level 6, chunking down the health of Rogue NPC in the mid lane with that kill. Does have her ultimate though, so is going to be able to use that if she gets very low health. However, still sticking around. A couple more artillery shots from Better Angels. Use the Ignite. Will that be enough to finish off? There she goes. She did use her ultimate, so she is still alive. Better Angels chilling in the mid lane is, I guess, going to back out. Didn't have enough mana to use any more artillery shots. And on top of that, oh, there's Evelyn coming in, just doing a little bit of poke damage. Stopping Kog'Maw backing from too quickly. So great harass from Yasuo in that bottom lane means that Graves is actually starting to suffer a little bit on the farm. At 28 farm to the 42 from Orianna, who is still just chilling in that bottom lane, continuing to farm up. Did these people join your custom game, or did you join a random one? I joined a random one. I went and found a group of 9 people that also had a 10th coming, and it was just a random game for the lulz. Rider Double now doing nice damage to Tech Wolfie. Is going to use the ultimate. I already had that available as he is now level 6. Tech Wolfie having to back out, whimpering with his tail between his legs, going back underneath the tower, recalling as well, as Rider Double continues to farm happily in that top lane. 32 farm to the 28 of Tech Wolfie up there. Predator X getting a nice hook, but not going to do a whole lot. Rider Double is the Susan. Pipcane winning in that top lane, doing quite well. That yawn OP. Rogue NPC being taken rather low health. The ult was not up. Did have the Ignite if she tried to engage. However, Key Paramount not coming up here. Got the slow onto Predator X. She's running away. Might turn around and try to hook. Nope. Just going to be able to make it back to the tower as Tech Wolfie makes it alongside. Duo queuing there. There is that live artillery from the flash from Better Angels. The ultimate from Kale did just come back up, so she was able to use that. Nice job. Another pull from Predator X will pull a... Oh, the artillery shot from Better Angels, and Rogue NPC was not paying attention. Can't be shopping when you open up that recall screen. So, was already shopping and went down. Too late for the Kale. Another hook from Predator X not going to land. Still showing up there. 12 farm with that top lane support Blitzcrank. We'll see how well he does in the long round. In the long run. Can you guys not hear me? Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Legit Ghost answering the same thing that I answered a little bit. So, Kog'Maw in the mid lane now 2-0, doing quite well for himself. Picking up that tier as well as that magic penetration boots. There is the tier picked up as well from Orianna, so we're gonna have a lot of mana on blue team. However, Thresh starting off early with that Sightstone will mean a lot of wards for purple team as long as he can put them down and get around enough to put them down. There is that pink ward from purple team in the bush right by Dragon, so they can know if blue team decides to either invade or possibly go for Dragon, unless they push up from the bottom, which is hard to tell. Eve in that bottom lane is slowly making her way around behind blue team. Thresh gets a nice death sentence onto Little Soldier. The dissonance from Orianna going to lock in at least 2 members of purple team. The damage is low. Little Soldier being taken very low. Key Paramount being able to pick up both kills with those spamming Qs. Double kill over, and that is a win for Evelyn down there. Key Paramount did wait for the full engage. The ult was used from Orianna, and there wasn't a knockup from Yasuo to be able to use his ultimate, and then Evelyn came in and just finished both of them off as the rest of purple team continued to chase, not having a problem. Now 2 kills over to blue team, 4 kills now on purple team, starting to get a little advantage, about 1,000 gold in the lead, doing well for themselves. However, in the mid lane, Better Angels has been happily farming, 63 farm to kills, 32. Once he got that live artillery shot, was doing a lot of harassing on the Kale, just forcing her to back off. Another nice pull from Predator X, gonna knock Rider Double down to about half health there with the help of Tech Wolfie, who I guess ran away because he wasn't interested in getting queued, but didn't really do a whole lot. So Rider Double I don't think cares about the damage. He heals so much with each Q that he doesn't really care. Another pull from Predator X. Gets Rider Double over here. I don't think either of these guys really care, so Rider Double really going tanky with that Frozen Heart. But the thing about Nasus is that you can go full tank and still have a ton of damage as long as you build your Q stacks up, which Rider Double's doing really well so far. Excuse me, sorry. Especially considering that he's got 72 farm to the 47 of Tech Wolfie, so Key Paramount once again coming back here. However, blue team suspected it. Little Soldier Boy being able to use a nice wind wall to stop a lot of the attacks from about 4 Turtles and Robopon. The dissonance from Orianna, though, going to knock both of them up, enough for Little Soldier Boy to get a great ult off, finishing off 2 members, and now Robo is the last one left alive. Dash from Soldier Boy followed by a second one, and he will get a double kill as Eve tries to gank in that bottom lane once again, and they just turn it around. A great Orianna ultimate spelled the death, though, for all of purple team members in this bottom lane. Eve coming around from the back lens. Blue team kind of gets senses of, as the rest of purple team engages really hard, pushing in really fast. The flash from Orianna Heisenberg, they think that he is out of the fight considering he is very low health. There's the heal as well, but a great pull pulls all of them together, enough for Little Soldier Boy to get a great ult off and finish off so many members. And then all he has to do is follow up. He has that red and blue buff addition in the bottom lane and doesn't even care. Beautiful, beautiful fight in that bottom lane. Great job from blue team. Now 5 kills to 4, turning the game over to their favor. Now 1,000 gold in their hands. However, a lot of options still left for both teams here to be able to finish off the game. Blitzcrank using his silence just to slow Rider Double for about 0.5 seconds. I think he may have been delayed on using his Q. Predator X, maybe you should start ganking other lanes is what I'm thinking. If you can hear this, that would be my suggestion, is start just roaming. You're not doing too much in that top lane, as both these Nasuses are just going to farm away all game long. So instead, it would be helpful for you to go around and gank some other lanes. I mean, that would be good. Surprise hooks out of the bushes can do a great job for a fight. think Tech Wolfie's going to be doing just fine up there in that top lane by himself. He's Nasus, he can keep farming. He is 0-2, but that is a lot due to the help of Evelynn, who has been free farming this whole game, considering there's no jungle on blue team. So Predator X not with enough mana to get the knockup there, got a little bit of a knockup. In the meantime, Tech Wolfie is just farming. He doesn't really care. Evelynn showing up, they know the Blitzcrank is low mana. However, in the mid lane, Better Angels chasing in onto Rogue NPC, does have the ultimate. There we go, uses the ultimate to keep herself alive for a little bit longer. Predator X now flashing underneath the tower, will be able to live as the rest of Purple Team does not push under. Rogue NPC did escape from the mid lane, however, still not able to farm. Oh, there's a flash from Rider Double looking for the kill on Tech Wolfie and will find it, using the ultimate just to give himself some extra health before backing out. Down to about half health there, but just going to heal up off the minions. Not too much of a problem. Look at that, you can see at 79 heal every time he uses a Q on a minion. He is going to heal rather quickly and not even care. So Kale did back and then returned to the mid lane in time to grab some of these minions underneath the tower. However, still struggling a lot. Orianna already with a needlessly large rod in that bottom lane. You can see how close these two teams, Orianna and Kog'Maw, match up at the moment. It's pretty ridiculous. With both a blasting wand each and a Tear of the Goddess as well. But in that top lane, Rider Double just has that Frozen Heart, was able to take down the tower with the help of Evelynn, now 3-0, a very, very scary Nasus. As Tech Wolfie decides to go a little bit more the damage route. I think he's building the suggested build for a Nasus, which is to start off with that Sheen. Does do a little bit extra damage, which is good. But Better Angels now coming in doing a lot of damage to Rogue NPC, uses the ultimate for Kale, knows that she is dead, RIP, just doing a little bit of damage to Little Soldier Boy. How appropriate. Not going to be enough though to make any serious dent in that air shield. Look at these two Nasus is just chilling and farming. So Blitzcrank grabbing a nice hook onto Key Paramount. I don't think he meant to actually grab the Evelynn. However, Orianna with an ultimate just shy of being able to pull Evelynn in, but the follow-up from Yasuo being able to take her down. Little Soldier Boy being very little help, however, should be able to escape with the help of Better Angels, who actually went down, I think, to the tower, and was still able, though, to pick up a kill with that passive. So Rider Double now should have the last couple Qs. Oh my god, the damage from a single Q, destroying Tech Wolfie. So much damage. The damage from Heisenberg as well, knocking Rogue NPC down to about half health here. However, blue team did successfully get that mid lane tower, so I don't think though they should push for an inhibitor. Evelynn coming around from the side. Heisenberg just going to go ahead and use the shield and back off. Wise. Little Soldier Boy in that top lane, or not. I guess he decided to check blue buff and is now going to get the white camp because that's more important than holding his tower. Blitzcrank and Orianna coming around from the sidelines. That tower is already down to third health, which is not what you want as a team. Rider Double as well, just off to the side. Is going to be attacked now by 4 members of blue team. Kog'Maw coming in as well. Kog'Maw did pick it up. Yasuo was taking low health. However, was able to dash his way out of that and survive. This Nasus 2v1 another Nasus and Blitz. Respect. Indeed, if you want to know how to play Nasus really well, this is the guy to watch for sure. Purple team realizing that their Nasus is down. However, there was a lot of attention that top lane, decides to try for a very quick dragon, but I don't know if it'll be fast enough. Live Artillery finding out Kale. They will have vision on her. However, that might distract from the rest of the team. Blitzcrank coming in. Will he land one of those Qs or not? He will! And that Q will actually finish off Rogue NPC. Care Paramount, I think, tanked the dragon, so it was very low help. Kog'Maw picking up that kill from right by blue buff for purple team's side of the map. 12 kills to 7. Blue team constantly showing their strength other than Rider Double. Nobody can deal with this purple team Nasus. Just too strong. Look at 1 Q. Heisenberg uses the heal as well to try to escape. Another shot. Rider Double might have the last Q there, will it be enough? Yes, he will. Blitzcrank tried to get there in time to be able to hook him away, but not going to be there. The exhaust, though, onto Rider Double should spell his doom, as Better Angels picks up yet another kill in the mid lane, doing a nice job with all of the extra damage. Kog'Maw being a little bit more of AP this game means that Frozen Heart from Nasus is not going to do a whole lot. So Predator X and Robo going to be very low health, and that is actually Robo who finished off Predator X, so a great job there. However, Kog'Maw going to pick up a triple kill as he finishes off the Thresh, Kale, and Graves, and now looking for Eve as well. I think that might be an extended quadra kill, or an extended pentakill if he finishes off Evelyn. It's gonna back off though, so. I want to join a custom for you to shoutcast. That's cool. That's Coolio. Thank you, Coolio. Appreciate your offer as well. Little boy farming up a little bit. 16 kills to 9. Blue team strongly in the lead by about 6k gold. However, not quite pushing in for a win just yet. Slowly taking towers and continuing to grab some kills here. 129 farm on Rider Double versus the 95 from Tech Wolfie, down about 40 farm here as these two Susans continue to pimp Kane up in that top lane. About 4 turtles being knocked out by Predator X. He doesn't have a whole lot of damage. Tries to throw out a blind hook. Not going to land. Tech Wolfie going to walk into a face full of Eve though. Key Paramount has a lot of damage, just continuing to push in. Organa using a nice ultimate to actually pull both members of Purple Team away from herself. So good job on the placement with that. Key Paramount just chasing with the Qs. Gonna finish off Nasus. Rogue NPC being caught out in the mid lane, down to about half health there, uses the flash right by the Wraith minions to be able to get out of that one, at least for a short period of time. Those live artillery is always a pain in the neck. Key Paramount now going in on Predator X. Predator X actually found her, and she decided to go ahead and attack him. However, About 4 Turtles is going to come up and help out. Despite the knockup, that Q ult combo did enough damage to finish off that robot, no matter where he was running off to. Cog carry, too strong. 10-1 indeed at the moment, at least. 5-2 on Purple Team's Nasus. There's Cog, Better Angels coming in, doing a little more damage to Rider Double. Does have that Wither on him. However, is going to dodge the Thresh hook. Great job just predicting where that was going to go and being able to dodge it. Not a problem. In the mid lane, doing a little bit of damage to minions. This Purple Team collects around, trying to ward up. Keeps the vision in their bushes just to make sure that nobody's in there doing something they don't want them to be doing. BF Sword picked up by About 4 Turtles. And that is as well the attack speed boost and damage from Nasher's Tooth on the Kale. Rando and Zoman on the Evelyn. Frozen Heart's been finished for a while on Nasus. I think he's looking for a Trinity Edge, or Trinity Force now. Spectre's Cowl as well as that Sheen. Gonna do well for him unless he decided, I'm going to start building damage, but the last second change it over and instead build a little more tanky. So, Red Angels uses the flash to escape fight in the mid lane, jumping off to the side. As we keep seeing these farming two up in that top lane, just farming duo. Chilling there, that's what they're known for. Oh, something's happening. Little Soldier Boy being a little ballsy, jumping in. A nice hook, though, onto Rogue NPC will spell the death for Kale before Kale can do anything. A great hook from Predator X, as well as the Oriana ultimate. Better Angels actually picking up a legendary kill. The flash from Little Boy will not save you as the tower shot continues to fly in. About 4 Turtles also going down over to Kog'Maw, who is just a little bit too strong. 12-1, doing quite well. Heisenberg 360 as well in the mid lane as they push down this inhibitor tower. Will it be enough though to take down? I guess we will find out. Blitzcrank throwing out of Q, not gonna land. Better Angels low on mana, deciding to back off instead of playing dangerous, because despite that win ratio reward, it's a little better to make sure that your team survives long enough to actually do a full team fight. Key Paramount coming out of here. Tech Wolfie being taken down just a little bit. Uses the Wither on the Evelyn. However, she has a speed boost of her own. Walking in front of him, guaranteeing that damage. And Tech Wolfie goes down over to the Evelyn and Kale of Purple Team. Checking the placement of some things on my stream. Alright. So 19 kills to 13. 7k gold in the lead. Little Soldier Boy jumping in. Robopon getting found out here, flashing over the wall. Better Angels coming in with some damage though, puts him down to about half health here. Great play though, trying to keep himself alive. The live artillery from Kog'Maw doing so much damage. Without Four Turtles using the heal. However, a tornado and ult from Little Soldier Boy gonna find him out. Rogue NPC using her own ultimate to keep herself alive, but Heisenberg follows up with a great ultimate, and that is the death of at least 2 members of Purple Team. Eve is just off to the side, grabbing that Dark Passage from Thresh, gonna carry that Lantern all the way back to that middle tower, as the rest of Blue Team, doesn't even care about Dragon, throwing down the Draven Ward. And now moving in, Key Paramount getting knocked up. The tower is focusing Little Soldier Boy, who's gonna walk off to the side to change that tower focus, as it's now on Blitzcrank. Predator X actually picking up that kill, as he went a little bit more of the damage route with that Rod of Ages, Sheen, and Mallet. They are going to push in on this inhibitor. They want it. Predator X just using his laugh, knowing he can hook somebody at a moment's notice. Better Angels throwing out those live artillery. It's not going to be enough, though, that the kill will go down. Actually, Kog'Maw did pick it up. The live artillery bouncing just between some people. He's just throwing it out there just to burn some extra mana. Game not over just yet, as they pursue Dragon instead. The mid lane push though, grabbing that inhibitor, did cause Rider double in that top lane, despite having amazing farm, to be forced to back out. Oh, he AFK'd. Or DC. Or both. That's unfortunate, because he was like the only member of Purple Team that could actually, could have turned the game around. Evelyn as well pushing in here. Tech Wolfie just trying to take down the tower though, with the damage from about 4 Turtles and Key Paramount, Graves and Evelyn. You should know, on top of a tower damage, not going to be able to live. So, lol, yo, Jay Kelton, our Fed Nasus went AFK. I indeed noticed that, and that sucks. This is why you go tournament draft. That way you do have that pause available. Generally, if I when I do custom games, like build custom games on here, what I do is I I can't talk. I do tournament drafts, and that way we give a 3-minute pause leeway for somebody to come back. However, it has definitely been over 3 minutes, and this Nasus has not come back yet, so he may have DC completely. Predator X with a nice hook ult combo, finishing off kill before Rogue could even use her ultimate. About 4 Turtles farming up the Wolves, just try to get a little bit extra farm. 106 farm over to the Orianna AD in that bottom lane. 174, so this is blind pick though, not draft pick, which is why things are a little bit weird. Tech Wolf being taken down. Border health there as Key Paramount continues to push in. He's got a sliver of health, and that Q from Eve will finish him off. Orianna actually put the shield onto Blitzcrank, knowing that he was going to land that hook, followed up with an ult as Blitzcrank picked up the kills. But now Better Angels wants this Evelyn. Got to keep vision on her with that live artillery. She keeps trying to dodge it though. She's doing walking back and forth, but Better Angels finally finds her, and despite the Randuin's Omen, he's just going to sit there and finish her off. Rogue NPC now has the exhaust. Blitzcrank Cook may come in a moment. He's going to get played back from Robopon in that I guess the base, not even really in that bottom lane. It is Orianna though. She's just continuing to push down the tower using that shield. Make sure she gets that last couple of hits. Finish off the tower. Tower in that top lane going down as well over to Better Angels, unless Little Soldier Boy KS is that tower kill. Nope, he's just going to grab some minions. Kale carry too strong. What is this? Getting messages. Alright, so Blue Team coming in strong up here in that top lane. Did lose Blitzcrank underneath the tower as he went a little bit too ham. Heisenberg now from the back lines helping out here. The wind wall from Yasuo as he just Chill's leaning up against that sword. You gotta wonder how much damage that sword has taken. If this were Pathfinder, that sword would have definitely broken by now. Robopon in that top lane, trying to stop the push onto that tower. Not gonna happen though. Little Soldier dashing through so many minions just to then be able to assist in a kill on the Thresh. Orianna was actually the one who picked that up. Heisenberg 360 doing a great job this game in that bottom lane. 4-12. Purple team now coming in and looking for any last kills before blue team backs off. About 4 turtles getting so much damage. Better Angels picking up that one. Another Orianna ultimate locking in key paramount. And that will be the death of 2 members of a purple team. Heisenberg so low health, 1 shot away from death. This tower is looking to finish her off. However, Rogue FPC goes ham on Little Soldier Boy, but the shield from Orianna too strong. Heisenberg just being a huge player in this game. Better Angels as well. Thank you, Shaq360, for following. I don't know why I turned the volume down too low on that. Heisenberg with mere digits of health left. And that is Thresh actually running around the outside. I think he was looking for a kill on Orianna. No, he's just going to run towards the enemy base as the rest of blue team finishes off the base. And that will be game going over to blue team. Where the heck is my mouse? Oh, they surrender. Victory surrender. Surrendered just as they finished off the base. That was actually pretty cool. I was like, where the heck is my mouse going? Why? I don't understand. So, Rider double DC'd. Unfortunately, that was a huge member of purple team, and that really meant the death for them. But MVP easily handed over, though, to the Heisenberg 360 Orianna in that bottom lane. A perfect ult on 3 members of purple team down there. The Eve, the Graves, the Thresh, Robopon, Key Paramount, and about 4 turtles all being locked into that, followed by Little Soldier Boy's ult. Really meant that they could start carrying in that bottom lane, and that really helped push them towards a win. As well as that last little bit, though, between those members, right by that base, though, just huge. If you missed that Orianna ultimate, you should definitely check it out on YouTube later on tonight or tomorrow morning, as it will be then uploaded for your guys' viewing pleasure, as well as on Facebook. Follow me at ThatShotCast Guy. So,